So today is Monday, worst day of the week, but more importantly it's the start of the new work week, so it's actually kind of an important day. I typically wake up at 7:30 every morning, and after waking up I'll usually chug a good amount of water. Then I like to have some quiet time just to pray, psych myself up for the day. For me, the way I start my Mondays actually sets the tone for the rest of the week, so I like to make sure that I've woken up early enough so that I'm not rushing to get ready later on, and I can actually have a good breakfast and also have some downtime for myself before I head to class. Okay, pretty nice start to the morning. Energy levels are okay. So now it's time for breakfast. To get to class, I usually take the tube or the bus. Today I'm taking the tube. And the good thing about Mondays is that my first lecture is at 10 a.m., which is a good time. And by the time I get to the tube, the mad rush to get to work would have slowed down. So it's great.
You can post your questions online.
What a long day. I am completely exhausted today. The crazy thing is I only had 2 academic sessions, just the lecture and the seminar, but it feels like I had 8. And of course, on top of that, you still have to come back home and there's a lot of work to do at night. So it can be pretty demanding at times. One thing I've learned is definitely to rest when I need it, because you'll be surprised how quickly you tire out. But now that I'm back from classes, I do have a little bit of time just to answer some questions that you might have in terms of where I'm studying, what I'm studying, all that stuff, if you haven't figured it out yet. But I am currently pursuing a master's degree in international conflict studies at King's College, London. It's a 1-year program, so quite quick, but that also explains why there's a lot of work just kind of piled into this because it's a very short amount of time. I really love my classes. I really enjoy the subject matter of everything that I'm learning. There's a lot of theory, of course. I'm sure if you know international relations, then you'll be very familiar with how theoretical it is, and it can get kind of boring. But I guess if you are interested in the larger theme that is being discussed, and of course there's a lot of case studies as well, then you will really enjoy the program. In terms of where I'm living, you might have been wondering what this place is. I'm living in Vauxhall here in London at one of the King's accommodations. It's a very nice place, super modern. It's like 31 floors with postgraduate students, so there's almost like 400 of us in this building, which is nice because you get to meet so many different people, and it kind of helps you not to feel isolated and just like lonely, because it's very easy to stay in your own zone when you're constantly doing work. So I really love the fact that I get to socialize pretty easily with people here. Okay, so that's a quick synopsis of the program and my living situation. And right now I am starving, so I'm going to prepare some dinner, have a shower, and just have some downtime before I start doing some work. So right now what I'm going to do is my readings for tomorrow's class, just to prepare, to make sure I know what we're talking about tomorrow. I am so behind in this class, and just happens to be the class with the most required readings. We'll just try and knock off as much as we can do now, and we'll see how it goes. I actually don't take too many notes during the lecture, and that's because most of the time the lecture slides are going to be uploaded to our online platform, which we can always read. So to me, it doesn't make much sense to copy the lecture slides word for word in my notes again. What I prefer to do is just listen to the lecturer, and if they say something interesting or something that, sparks my curiosity, I'd make a note of that. But I generally find myself taking notes in the seminars where we dive deeper into the topic for the day, and also when I'm doing my readings in preparation for class. So this morning, because my class is a bit later on, I'm actually going to start with the gym so that I can get that out of the way, and then all I have to focus on then is class, and then seminar after class, and then I can come back. So it's another back-to-back situation, but at least I get to finish a bit earlier, so let's go. My absolute favorite thing right now are these bento boxes from Wasabi. I just discovered Wasabi about 3 weeks ago, but I can't stop getting it. It is so good. They have so many different meal combinations, and I'm actually on a mission to try all their options. But the good thing is they have these available at Sainsbury's as well. So you can pick up a nice refrigerated box, heat it up at home, and enjoy it. It's like a smaller version of what you would buy in the stores. So yeah, this is my lunch. I'm going to enjoy this and just rest and relax for a few hours. So I'm just about done for the day, but before I sleep, I wanted to show you guys something actually, and that is my nighttime skincare routine. So in here is my concoction of brown sugar and honey. That's all it is, 2 ingredients just mixed together. And I like to use this as a face scrub. I've been doing this for about 2 years, maybe a little bit more, and I like to do this every other day. I should have done this yesterday, but I was way too tired, so I'm gonna do it today instead. But I like the way it makes my face feel smooth, and it's also very natural, so I have control over what I'm using as a face scrub. So yeah, this is what I like to do before bed. And to finish off, I like to use this. This is a shea butter with vanilla essence mixture, and it's fantastic. It's so smooth. I got this in Nigeria. There's a lady who makes these, and thankfully you can actually find these in the stores as well. But it is perfect. I like to use this for body and also my hair, and yeah, it's great. It just keeps you feeling moisturized. It's very thick, so if you put this on in cold weather, your skin will actually feel moist and not get dried out. It can feel quite greasy, but the good thing is this is natural shea butter. Like, you don't need to worry about any additives or any crap in it. It's all natural ingredients, which is why I really like it. On Wednesdays, my class is at 1 p.m. So that gives me a little bit of extra time in the morning to do a few things. And I usually like to use this time to go grocery shopping. So I'm going to head to the local Sainsbury's, which is just about 3 minutes away from here. Super convenient. And I'll get a few things. Grocery shopping is done. I'm going to head to the gym and then to class. London weather is so confusing. It starts off a bit cold, you put on a jacket thinking it might even rain, and then it gets ridiculously hot. And then it starts to rain. And then it goes back to being chilly, and then it goes back to being warm. crazy. Woke up a bit earlier today because my class is at 9 a.m. and I actually want to take the bus today, which takes a little bit longer than the tube. So I just want to give myself ample time to get to class, and also I would like to eat a good breakfast this morning because I went to bed feeling quite hungry actually. So yeah, it's an early start, but thankfully this is the last day of classes for the week for me because I don't have classes on Friday. So let's get this bread. Oh, great. It's raining. Off to class. So sleepy today, gosh. But to the gym. So Thursday evenings and nights are pretty chill for me. I mean, after finishing class earlier in the day, the last thing I want to do is to come back home and do more work. So I usually just spend the rest of Thursday resting, eating, sleeping, watching stuff on my laptop and hanging out with people. Just stuff that I don't really have as much time to do during the work week. And the good thing about a building like this is that because there's so many people, it's quite easy to socialize, and I like to do that by going up to the common room, which is on the 31st floor. Tomorrow is also another free day for me. Thankfully, I don't have class. And I also try not to do a lot of schoolwork on Friday either, because I just need to clear my mind. But I do have a list of stuff that I want to do tomorrow. So Friday is always a good day. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Good morning. Today is Friday, which means that my 4-day weekend has started. I would like to start my day off by going to the gym. I mean, I've always gone 5 times a week, but since I moved to London, it's just been 4 days a week because it just doesn't make much sense for me to get on the bus or the tube and go all the way to campus just to use the gym. So instead, I just like to do a few home workouts, and I'll also do a few chores, clean my room, and do a few other random things that come to mind. The weather is amazing right now. It is 18 degrees Celsius, so it's not too cold, it's not hot either. It is just perfectly balanced. Anyway, this is the perfect chance to go outside, get a nice walk in, and get some fresh air. So I've been thinking, I want to decorate my room. I want to add some more life and character to it because the walls are just too bare. And that's a bit out of character for me because in college, every single year, I had this major project where I would turn my side of the room wall into this beautiful graphic art poster thing, and it was called The Wall. It was like a tourist attraction. People loved it. So I'm thinking I should recreate something similar, not exactly on the same scale because I couldn't be bothered to be honest, but just something to give this place more oomph. So this is a mini version of The Wall, and yeah, I feel like this is much better. It gives this place a bit more life. I just took a few pictures of like some stills from my favorite classic Hollywood movies and some of my favorite people from the classic Hollywood era. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I may add to this as I go on, maybe cover this whole space, but I don't know. But for now, this is good enough. So yeah.
So that was a week in my life. Some weeks are more loaded or more interesting than others, but for the most part, that is what you can expect my typical week to look like. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it gave you a bit of an idea of what grad school can look like. But I'm actually curious to know if you guys want me to do more of these a day in the life or a week in the life videos, or maybe videos more focused on the school side of things, maybe tips and tricks or all that kind of stuff. So just let me know and we will take it from there. But thank you so much for watching the video and I will see you in the next one. Peace.